Hey y'all, I wanted to read you a new Substack that I just posted. It's entitled, The Enemy Wins When I Forget My Name. Uncharted territory requires consecrated remembering. Here it goes. Not to brag, but God has never ignored me. A few hours ago, I prayed and begged Him to both help me get out of bed to go to church and then, once there, give me the strength to be in service. I had learned long ago that while one's body may be somewhere, their mind can be elsewhere. Today, I needed God to help make me present in His house of worship. Praise God, He did both, and far better than I ever could have expected. As our senior pastor came from Joshua 3:1-5 with the sermon entitled, Consecrate Yourself, we're in uncharted territory. And in that moment, as I realized something, uncharted territory requires a consecrated mind, and I felt led to look up the combined meaning of my name. I know that seems random, but I grew up knowing that my middle name meant consecrated one, and I needed more context on the meaning of my combined name today. So as he preached, I asked AI to help me better understand the meaning of my name. The results that populated sat me right up in my seat and in my spirit. Michelle, the feminine derivative of Michael, means who is like God. This is more of a rhetorical question, acknowledging that no one compares to God. I knew that. I had always known that. Lisa, the shorter version of Elizabeth, means consecrated one. Yes, but more specifically, it means God is my oath or God is my promise. The subtle addition of a definition changed my life in that moment. Combined, my name, Michelle Lisa, speaks not only to God's strength and sovereignty in my life and in general, but also to His character, as He will fulfill every promise spoken over my life. Wow. In sitting with this truth, I started to recall to my mind every promise uttered over my life. The list was extensive and extended far beyond just Jeremiah 29:11. I started to make sense as to why God always answered my prayers, no matter how brief or seemingly outlandish that they were. My ministry, profession, and empathic abilities all made sense in that moment too. AI didn't tell me something that I didn't already know. It simply reminded me of something that fear, doubt, and the enemy had made me forget. Truth is, the enemy wins when I forget the truth of my name. When I forget that truth, I do not pray like I should. When I forget that truth, I sit in depression. When I forget that truth, I become overwhelmed with my conditions. When I forget that truth, I become consumed with everything except God and His unrelenting love for me. Learning the meaning and power of my name has set me free in a way that I cannot even begin to explain or express in words. As I go forward in this day, I cling tightly to the words of God spoken to Noah and written in Genesis 9:13-17. There is a covenant between me and God, and He will honor it as I honor Him. Now it's your turn. Use this prompt in ChatGPT to find out the meaning of your name. What does my name, and insert your name, mean in a biblical context? And then, if you are so bold, let AI draft a prayer for you to speak to God during your quiet time. I promise you, it's life-changing. If you've forgotten who you are, maybe it's time to remember what you've been named. Be blessed, beloved.